So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's going on? I am talking in the mic because the mic needs talking too. We are here today for the Takeaway Podcast, where the Takeaway Podcast is centered traditionally and organically around relationships. That with a man of a woman, that with siblings, and today, the Father's Day edition. I'm here with my daddy.
That'll be me.
My father, my daddy. I'm his eldest child.
Oldest
Herbert.
of five. He the oldest of five.
Yeah, Herbert Wash.
Junior.
Herb Superb himself.
Yes.
Is in the studio here. And I'm so excited, Daddy, that you here today. It's your first time at the Takeaway, right, Daddy?
First time at the Takeaway.
Yeah, it's your first time, yeah. And I'm so excited to have you here. And before we jump into it with both feet, this is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna ask that you would do me a great favor, and that's like, comment, share this platform on whatever media platform you're listening to today, whether that be Apple Podcasts, whether that be YouTube, whether that be Facebook, wherever you're listening from or viewing on today. I ask that you would just take a minute and just share it with somebody else. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. And that'll do me so well if you'll do that. We've been at this a year, and this is my dad's first time here Father's Day weekend. Daddy, speaking of caring,
it's Father's Day week. It ain't even just a weekend.
Oh, it's a week.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a week. That's good to know. That's how you feel. That's good to know. That's how you feel.
And one thing I like to say right now is when it comes to team wash.
Yeah, team wash.
I can say something that a lot of people can't say. A lot of fathers can't say.
Yeah.
All my children love me.
That's right.
Every last one of them. Mm-hmm. No doubts, no concerns, no nothing. And and I love them all the same.
Yeah.
It's been a long journey with me in my life. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot of things, a lot of bad things, but things have come along and I'm involving now.
Yeah.
I love my children. All my children are successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes they say you ain't supposed to have no favorite. Yeah. But we ain't gonna go there with
we ain't gonna go there with the favorite right now. We ain't gonna do that.
The favorite part, but it's just good to be here. And this is my first podcast.
Yeah.
Normally I'm not this type of person.
Yeah.
But this is what my son wants, so this is what I'm gonna give him.
That's right.
Because he's a father too.
Yeah.
It's Father's Day.
Yeah, it's Father's Day.
Not weekend.
Yeah, it's a week.
Yeah.
It's a week. Hey, talking about sharing is caring, you already went to it, Daddy. As we dialogue and had this conversation, I pull so many things from you, and I think we're titling. I don't know if we have a title, but I think we're titling today's podcast. I got it from my daddy, or the things I got from my dad, and people rush to the negative and the bad things. Father's Day doesn't get the love and the hype and respect a lot of time that Mother's Day do. But
I feel that way sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm
even
so
with the
glad.
Commercials.
Yeah, with the commercials, man. I don't want no ties.
Yeah.
I want no socks. What we doing? Yeah.
So wallet. I got a wallet for Father's Day.
Yeah.
I told you don't do that next year.
Yeah, put some money. Give me some money. I get my own wallet.
Yeah.
I ain't never got you no wallet, bro.
No, I wasn't talking about you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Probably your baby brother. He didn't know yet.
He wasn't ready.
He didn't know.
He wasn't ready yet. Man, I absolutely admire the ground you walk on, man. I love you. I know you made some mistakes. I made some mistakes. We're still making mistakes.
Man, we learn from it.
But man, I tell you something all the time. What I tell you, man? You remember what I be telling you? I be calling you. What I be telling you?
Where's that?
I say you the best father in what?
Oh yeah, in the world.
No, I say in the whole wide world.
In the whole wide
world. Okay. That's what I said when we called.
Best daddy in the world.
Yeah, man, it don't get no better, man, because you the one God gave for me.
It touch my heart every time.
Yeah.
Because I know it's sincere and I know he mean it.
Yeah. So, talking about Sharon, there's so many things we take away from so many people. A lot of people say I'm good at relationships, right? Well, what I do, it takes relationships. I'm big on this. We even talked about this last night around the fire pit. I'm big on if I'm doing something with somebody that they don't get the short end of the stick. Like I just don't preach to people. I'm a pastor, and I think I'm decent at a pastor because I genuinely care about people, and not striking anybody in the family. But I get that from you, man.
Yeah, I get that from my mama.
Yeah, D care.
My mama care about people. A lot of times I tell her, I say, she said, why you doing that? Why you trying to help the people? Well, I get it from you, Mom. It's really your fault.
It's really your fault.
You know what I mean? Because you taught me to care about people. That's how I was raised.
Yeah.
And that's big. A lot of people aren't like that. There's a lot of selfish people.
Yeah.
You know, you can be selfish at a certain extent, but if you help the next person, it all come back to you.
Yeah.
It all come back to you.
Yeah. What are some what's that big thing you got from your daddy? My grandfather.
Going to work.
Going to work?
Yeah. My daddy had a job, all I can remember.
He gonna go to work.
Pushed it on me, yeah, but my daddy going to work.
Yeah, he going to work.
He always told me, just keep going to work, son, and it's going to be all right. If you have problems, speaking of relationships, and you have problems in your relationships, sometimes you get stressed, sometimes you act out of order, but my dad said, don't do that.
Yeah.
Just keep going to work, son,
Yeah.
and it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Just keep going to work.
Go to
As long
work.
as you go to work, everything going to pan out.
Go to work.
Relationship might not work, but keep going to work,
Yeah.
and you'll be fine.
You know, that's a word for like in so many different levels, not just on the workforce, but
Yeah.
in relationships, in family, whatever it is, go to work.
Yeah, go together. Just
Go to work.
Just go to work.
So I get from you straightforward,
Direct.
but you don't stay mad. Look at me, Daddy. You don't stay mad long.
No, I ain't gonna mad long.
Then my blood pressure ain't gonna be up. I'm gonna tell you how I feel,
That's it.
exactly how I feel, and then I'm done.
And then we done.
You don't hold no grudges. 'Cause I told you.
Yeah,
How-
I told you. All my kids don't want to hear my mouth. They don't want to hear me, so they just let me say what I want to say.
Yeah.
And then they'll be fine. I have one son. Sometimes he like to talk back a little bit.
We ain't gonna say your
but the
name,
rest of
bro.
it, ain't gonna be no name. But I ain't even gonna mention what number child he is.
Yeah, we ain't gonna mention it.
But my kids normally they don't want to hear my mouth.
Yeah.
And when I'm talking, they stand there, they listen. They gonna hear me out. A few minutes, then we good. We gone. I said what I said. You heard me, and we good now.
This just not even kids, Daddy. This like
Nice
anybody.
people.
This has worked for me. Now, many don't understand it, but this has worked for relationships in my life. I don't hold grudges. I'm not finna be sitting up all night thinking about how you feel and I should have told you. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, right now.
I'm gonna tell you, and I hope it come out the right way, the best way possible. But I'm going to let you know how I feel, and that's like a lost art because we live in a time where people nice, nasty, they fake and phony, they smile in your face, they stab you behind your back. They didn't like you for a long time, but they didn't like you for a long time, but they stayed around you.
They act like they like you, but they really
Yeah.
don't. That's why I can count my friends on one hand. I know a lot of people, but I can count my friends on one hand.
Jesus could too.
Yeah.
You know your son a preacher. You know I had those scriptures.
Absolutely, my son
about
a
the Bible.
preacher.
You know what I'm
Makes
saying?
me so proud.
Ain't that crazy? I'm a preacher, Daddy.
My son a preacher. If y'all ever knew where we started from. You know what I mean? That's why I thank the Lord, man. And then I pat myself on the back a lot.
Yeah, get you some,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Get
I
you
pat
some.
myself on the back a lot because all this will come from me, man. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
pushed him in the right direction.
Yeah.
I pointed him in the right direction.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't go this way.
Yeah, yeah.
And he went on that way.
Yeah, yeah.
And not just him, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. I got a baby boy I'm working on right now. Once we get him on the right scale, then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's not on the bad scale.
Yeah.
He just seems like maybe he don't want to work yet.
You know what?
You know, he wants
Don't
somebody,
go too deep, Daddy.
He wants somebody knock on the door. I got to go. He wants somebody knock on the door and bring him a job. But it's not gonna happen.
It don't work
Yeah.
like that.
He got a great grandson for me, but we just working on him.
Yeah.
I have no regrets about none of my children.
Yeah.
I love them all. I love all they've accomplished, and they've all accomplished something, and it just makes me proud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Teamwork.
You know, my life, I always wanted my own house. I had a great life, but unfortunately, that's one thing I didn't get. Now, my two oldest, they got their own houses. They're my houses. I made it.
I made it.
No, I made it. They're my houses.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now,
That's it.
and I love you, man.
Yeah, man, I love you
I
too.
really do. I love you, man.
Yeah, I love you too. We're gonna have a good
You
little
top
Father's
shelf,
Day
man.
week.
Yeah.
Top shelf, man.
Yeah, you top shelf,
I come
man.
from good stock,
Yeah, you
man.
come from
Team
great
Watch,
stock.
man.
Yeah.
Team Watch.
As I was saying, my name is Herbert Watts.
Yeah.
So I'm Herbert Watts Jr.
Yeah.
My daddy name was Herbert. My daddy, all he did was work, love women. He wasn't buying no car if the heater didn't work in the radio. I mean, one time he said the heater in the radio. I ain't buying that car if the heater in the radio don't work.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
That was the standard.
That was a standard. And one more thing he said, and I use this right now today. I never lock my glove compartment. My daddy always said, don't lock the glove compartment.
Don't do
Because
that.
if they break in the car, they're gonna break the glove compartment. Just leave it open for them so they can just open it up, look in there and see. And I never really understood that. But then, you know, my car got broken into later on in the years. My glove compartment was locked, and they broke it.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me of my daddy.
Yeah, man.
So I try to just instill, you can lock your car, but you ain't got to lock the glove compartment.
Yeah.
'Cause once they get in the car, that little lock in the glove compartment.
Man, that's free game, man. Everybody, daddy ain't telling them about the glove compartment. I don't even think
Take a little
you
bit,
told me about that before today, daddy.
I don't think I have. It's more of an issue to get the glove compartment fixed than it is just to get the window fixed.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the glove compartment, you end up having to go out there and find it yourself because it takes too much if you're gonna let them fix it. Now you're at the pick and pull, the junk drawer, whatever. You're trying to find a lock.
Yeah.
That's just something I always learned from my daddy.
I
watched my daddy a lot.
It's crazy because, we talking about relationships. We talking about things we learned from our daddy, our parents, those who came before us. But there's so many other things in life we put locks on, kind of like that glove compartment, and we end up worse than better, because of it. I can remember visiting you in jail, just switching gears a little bit, visiting you in prison.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, and
changed my life.
Yeah, save your life, preserve your life,
help me.
And the same for me. I can remember. I remember you were working, and you know the story better than me because it happened to you. You were working. You was out of prison, and
yeah, I was on work furlough.
Yeah, you was work furlough.
Working out in the streets with a sewer maintenance company.
Yeah, and what happened?
I went down in the manhole. It was the end of the day, so I come up out the manhole, and there's a hook. So you grab the hook, and you put it in one of the holes, and you pull it over to close the manhole. Well, that's all I remember. I remember coming out. I remember grabbing the hook, and then I woke up, and I thought I was in heaven, because I was laid on my back. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the 76 gas station. It's an orange ball in the sky. I'm on my back. When I open up my eyes, it's blood trickling down my face, and all I could see was that ball in the sky. Then I went back out. I never knew what it was, but I got hit by an ambulance.
And drugged for how many blocks, Daddy?
I got drugged about 100 feet. Okay. And I woke up, went right back out, and woke up in the hospital. The lady who hit it was a black lady that was driving the ambulance. She was so shook up, she couldn't drive the ambulance. Had another ambulance had to come and get me. But just to show you how treacherous life can be. So I went through that. They put me in a private hospital. Remind you, I told you I was in work furlough. So the state,
that's like halfway house. That's like
halfway house is work furlough. So the state came and said he can't be laying up in a hospital, not a private hospital. He's state property. They came and took me from the private hospital, put me in a van, took me straight to San Quentin, San Quentin Hospital. That's what they said. They threw me in a room, left me in there. A nurse would come in there every day, look at my back, because I told you got 7 layers of skin, just in case you know. I lost 8 on my back, so they would put this patch on there, not the breathing patch. Every morning, the first morning, the lady came in, snatched it off my back. They called it debreathing. I wasn't ready for the debreathing. All that next night, I did this all night just to loosen that up so it wouldn't happen. But yeah, and then I came through all that. And by me being the type of person I was, this is something that never really happens. As soon as I got better, work furlough said, bring him back. Well, they say, is he able to work right now? They say, bring him back. We're going to let him work in-house. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because you can't be on work furlough if you're not able to go get out and get no job. And ever since then, man, my life just been blessed. My life just been blessed.
Daddy, I think another thing that I take away from you is not just talking to people where they are and being honest about how you feel. So I don't have high blood pressure and those different things that stick to me because I'm honest about it. I also value the fact, man, that you're honest, even if it hurt people's feelings.
Either way, I'm sorry, but it is real. Either way,
you honest, even if it hurt people's feelings. And we really shifting gears here, but I can remember you getting out of prison one time, and you was kind of like hustling and doing some other things. You was always my superhero, and you told me, you said, "Son, I ain't doing no more crack." You remember you told me that?
Yeah,
we was sitting in the car on 30th. Was it 30th? It was 30.
It was 30. No, it was
we
30.
was sitting in the car on 30.
It's on 30.
And you know, you had to struggle with drug addiction. My mom was drug addiction. You was hustling now. You wasn't all the way on the up and up now, but you was on your way.
Yeah.
You remember you told me that?
I do.
You looked me in my face. I mean, I'm a kid, but I'm old enough to understand what's going on. You remember that day?
You remember.
You said, Jar,
I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah, I ain't smoking crack no more, man. I'm done. You ain't got to worry about your daddy smoking crack no more.
Yeah.
I don't never remember you using drugs and being whatever
No
since then, Daddy. You remember you told me? You remember that day? Because I'm by the store in the car in the back seat.
We on 31st, not 30th.
31st.
Yeah,
and you talking to me, right? Like I'm in the car right now. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
Sort of.
I remember that. I
know I wouldn't have told you.
I'm in the car right now. Yeah. I'm in the car and you telling me that. And I'm like, my daddy told me.
Yeah.
He ain't smoke crack no more.
Did you believe me?
Yeah, I believed you. Because you don't lie to me.
No, yeah, I don't lie.
Yeah, I believed you.
While we talking about crack and the drugs, I have no regrets. I had a ball.
Yeah.
And then, like I always say, a lot of people say, man, I wish I could live my life all over again. I don't. Yeah. I wouldn't change nothing, because if you live your life all over again, you don't know what's coming. Yeah. You know what I mean? You think you want to live your life over again because you want your life to be better. Uh-huh. I mean, you can be born blind. Because remember, we starting all over. So I wouldn't live my life all over.
We talked about that last night.
I wouldn't want to live my life all over.
No do-over.
I wouldn't change nothing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change nothing.
Yeah.
You know, because if I wouldn't have been on drugs, I wouldn't have some of the kids I have right now. Uh-huh. Because the drugs took me to a certain area that I wasn't even from. The drugs and the Lord put me in that area. I got my kids out of there, and I stopped.
Yeah, when you talk about no regrets, that's really no regrets.
Yeah, it's no regrets. I wouldn't change my life.
Yeah.
Like I said, drugs sent me to prison, but all that comes together, that makes your life. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, and that's part of what I'm talking about being honest. Like, because so many people like to hide and act like stuff didn't happen. That really happened. It happened.
Yeah.
You may didn't like it. You may not be proud of it, but it happened. And I feel like if the family, if the church, if the community would spend more time just telling the truth about what really happened, then you can move on.
You gotta tell another one. Then you got to keep remembering the lies that you have said.
You can move on.
When you're telling the truth, you always remember, because you're just telling the truth. It's just the truth.
Yeah. But
like I said, without drugs, I wouldn't have some of the children I have now, and I have beautiful children. And if I had one less child, I'd be more, what's the word I'm trying to say, more unhappy. I wouldn't be fulfilled. I wouldn't be completed.
Yeah.
Because I love all my kids. They all got different attitudes, but we all one, man. You know what I mean? We all one. All my sons love all their brothers.
Yeah, that's right.
I sure tried to get them a sister, though. It just didn't pan.
You still trying to get us a sister?
It just never panned out. No, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I just needed to know.
We're going to ride with granddaughters and nieces from here on out.
Yeah, okay. I just needed to know. So you had a lot of siblings, too, though. It's a lot of y'all.
It's a lot of. But on my mama's side, I got one brother, one sister.
Okay.
That's what I was raised up with. Yeah. You know, but on my daddy's side now,
it's a
different story.
Yeah.
I got about 8 brothers over there.
Yeah.
I take that back. I got 6 brothers, and I got 7 sisters. Mm-hmm. My sisters on my daddy's side is all successful. Yeah. All of them just like my dad. You know, my daddy wasn't but 5'6". He was only 5'6", but a lot of my sisters, man, they bakers. I never told you that they bakers, man. They make raisin twists. They make all this stuff from scratch right out the bakery. They opened up a bakery one time. It didn't pan out, but yeah, man. And we spread out all over the country. I got sisters in Vegas, Ukiah, which is upstate California, and of course the Bay Area.
You know, on the spiritual tip, people always like to talk about the church is famous for this. I know you go by the church. You love the Lord. I know you go by the church.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you slow down and go in. Sometimes you just go by the church. Mm-hmm. That's a joke, Daddy.
Yeah.
But
slow down.
You slow down. So, but you go to church.
I won't do nothing in front of the church.
You won't do nothing in front of the church.
I almost did, and this is the guy.
Hey, didn't I run into the church?
We'll get to that.
Okay, all right.
This was the God's honest truth. Then this just happened last week.
Yeah.
I came out of the store, I'm looking at my car, and I said, "Yeah, you know, you just looking, you just seen your car. You said, I need to clean my car out.
Yeah.
So I'm finna throw some stuff out the window.
Uh-huh.
But I was in front of the church.
You was in front of the church.
And and I promised to God I couldn't do it. Just something, you know, when you see something church, you think about church, don't do it.
Don't do
I
it.
rode down the street and threw it out there.
Don't do it.
But I didn't throw it out in front of it.
Now, Daddy, I probably, you know, I'm doing baptism. I probably need to baptize you this week because you know how D feel about it.
Oh, no, I ain't been.
You remember? You remember what D said?
Yeah.
My grandma was talking about.
Baptized and said, I just kept acting crazy, man. It wouldn't
Yeah,
I wasn't going
said
that
you
way.
just cut up. You wouldn't go all the way down.
No.
Hey, I brought that up. Didn't I like put the car in neutral or something and hit the front of the church or something?
Yeah, that was all my fault. So I parked the car right here. I jump out the car, talk to somebody, but I locked the car. The car was locked. Well, actually the car was running.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not push button nowadays like it is now. You actually had to have a key in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the key in the car, got out the car. It's like about 2 o'clock in the morning. He always was with me. I'm out the car talking to my friend. He locked the door. Then he touched the gear shift. He put it in neutral. Now I'm telling him, open the door. Now I'm looking at him trying to get to, because he know what to do.
Yeah.
He know what to do, but he dropped the car in neutral. The car rolled on up on the curve, and they have church signs out in front of church in the glass cases. Whoop, ran right into that boom. Now I told you it's 2 o'clock in the morning. The police gonna be coming soon, or somebody's gonna be coming soon.
Somebody's going to be coming soon.
But I talked to him and communicated, and I told him, let me in, pop the lock. Because he know about popping the lock. You tell him unlock the door, he going to be thinking. Because mine, I think he like 3.
Yeah.
Pop the lock. Pop the lock, let me in, we went on. You remember that, huh?
Yeah, I remember hitting it.
I think you was about 3 or 4.
I was supposed to be a preacher.
You was only 3
That's
or
why I was
4.
supposed to be a preacher. I've been running in the signs since I was 3 or 4 years old, man. I'm
Might have
supposed to
been
be
the
a
sign.
preacher.
Yeah.
That was the sign, Daddy. I'm supposed to be a preacher. Man, what people get when they get you?
Excuse me?
What do people get when they get you? You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
So what people get from me is honesty. I get that from my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
What people get from me is transparency. It's transparency, meaning I'm not gonna make something what it's not. I'm gonna be honest and authentic.
That's all me.
I'm gonna be real.
That's all me right
I get that. That's you.
That's all me.
That's you, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mean to hurt your feelings. But, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah. What people also get from me is if we're friends, you get a real friend.
Yeah.
You get a real friend.
Yeah, I count mine on one hand, but I'm had friends a long time.
Yeah, and not a fan, even though I could support you. I'm gonna be your friend. I'm big on loyalty.
I'm really big on loyalty.
Yeah, I'm big. You want to talk about that for a minute?
Loyalty?
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
But I'm big on it.
Yeah. Because I know we talked about it last night.
I only accept loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people. I've been in 3 relationships. I'd say at least 9 years each. We end up going our separate ways, and then a lot of people, it's like exes. I ain't got time for her. I hate her. But we got children together, so you act like you just can't really do that. So my thing is you can stop loving a person, but you still gonna like them because you've been with them for so many years. You got a lot of history there. Like his mama.
Yeah, my mama.
Yeah, his mama, me and him, a lot of years we didn't see eye to eye. But we went separate ways and we got these beautiful kids. Both of us had the knowledge to say, erase all the issues we got to eat with each other. We got to fight with these kids, And I know how to pick them.
You know how to pick them?
I know how to pick them because his mom is strong. All the women that I have children by is strong women, and this is why we all still together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's funny to say, and this is really the truth. I can put all 3 of my baby mamas at the table right now.
Yeah.
Together. We're going to laugh and we're going to talk. There ain't no animosity. It ain't no because it's all about the kids. And that's where my relationship be strong with all my mothers, with my kids' mothers, and my kids. Because they see that. And I don't know, maybe that might rub off on them. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the more time you spend with a person, it might not last, but you love the person. It's the person.
Yeah. I'm the son, but I'm proud of the man you become. You went through some challenges. You went through some challenges. You had to relocate for a while.
Absolutely.
You know, you had to relocate for a while under different
I
names.
relocated for 10 years.
Yeah.
Just to save my life, just to
Yeah.
be able to be in my kids' life.
Yeah.
You know, I left the state and met a lot of good people
Yeah.
while I was, on the run.
Yeah. He's on the run.
I ran for 10 years, just enough to change my life.
Yeah.
Just enough where the people, when the white people did catch up with me, it's past 7 years already.
Mm-hmm.
Statutes and limitations, I was able to go on with my life and be with my children.
Yeah.
And watch them grow and watch my grandkids grow.
Yeah, because you're a pawpaw now.
Yeah. I'm a great granddaddy and a great granddaddy. So come on, man.
Come on, man.
Man. I won, man.
Come on,
This all
man.
watch. All this come from me. I even tell their mamas, you you brought the baby into the world, you know what I mean? But if you never would have met me, they wouldn't have been here. You know what I mean? And I'm the one, I'm the defining force.
Yeah.
I'm the combining force. And I got that from my daddy. My daddy kept all them kids he got together. My daddy got, 12, 13 kids all together. But he was the defining factor because he always have everybody mess with him. Mm-hmm. And by me messing with him, I mess with my sisters, my brothers. On the other side, we all had a bond. Yeah. And that come from my daddy, man.
Yeah.
Come from my daddy.
I get it from my daddy. Anything you want to tell me in front of these people that?
I love you, man.
Man, I love you too.
I love you. And I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, man, I claim
you.
Man.
You don't know how proud I am.
Yeah.
I'm proud.
Yeah,
I'm proud, I swear. And it's good just for people. Look when you introduce me to people. This my daddy, man.
This my daddy, man.
Say hi to my daddy, man. This him. And then people look at me like you. When you say it's your dad, you say, yeah, I've been wanting to meet you, see where this come from. You know what I mean? I'm just like him. I'm so proud of you, man.
Yeah,
You're a people person like me, and you got that from me. Yeah. Because we people persons.
Yeah, we people.
You know
Put us with the people.
I remember for years, I stayed in Arizona, and I always like, when we're in line at the store, there's people right here, I'm talking with the people.
Yeah, yeah.
One baby mom said, you always talking to people, because I'm a people person.
Yeah.
I just talk to people.
Yeah.
And it goes a long way talking to people.
Absolutely. It's nice to be nice.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't imagine being a part of something. I can't talk to people.
Yeah. I met a guy, this is probably the best guy I met in 20 years. I did a job for him. He needed a couple of security doors put up. Now, mind you, somebody just recommended me over the phone. Mm-hmm. So I don't even know him. But he said, I'm in San Francisco, I ain't be able to get up, but I really need it done. If you could do it for me, I'll take care of you. I'm a people person. Mm-hmm. So I believed him. I went ahead and did the job. I seen him. He came for it and paid like he did, like he said he was going to do. But our relationship grew from there. So I didn't see him for about 3 months. I was in an area that he had just bought a house in. I was doing a job over there. I walked by him and he said, hey, you did a job for me. And I was like, yeah. He said, I need you today. I got more work for you. Me and him were working for the last 8, 9 years. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's the best person I met in 20 years. White guy, good guy, rich. And he always say, just call me a white guy, but you know I'm a Jew. I know you're a Jew. It's okay. You're a guy. You know I'm black, right? You just call me African American, but you know I'm black. Yeah. So I'm just a people person, man. You know what I mean? I don't get in nobody's business. I just want everybody to be happy, and I'm no longer violent.
Yeah. I get it from my daddy. That's been our takeaway episode today. I'm so happy that I'm here. I'm not speaking over no casket. Mm-hmm. I flew you out. We're gonna have fun this week. It's my pleasure to do it. You tried to buck me and come the week before Father's Day.
I tried.
We wasn't having that.
Yeah. Did I tell you the story? Let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story about that. So I called him last week. I said, okay, I'm gonna come Thursday to Thursday.
Thursday, Tuesday.
Thursday to Tuesday. Then he said, you're just going to stay 4 days? You don't want to stay 7? No, he said, you don't want to stay 10? I'm not staying 10. He said, okay. I called him back. I said, okay, I'll stay 7. We can go Thursday to Thursday. So I'm waiting for him to call me, confirmation. I didn't get no confirmation. So I called him that Tuesday. And I said, hey, I was calling about the confirmation, everything I was set up. He started laughing. And I said, why you laughing? And he said, because you coming this Thursday. Then I started laughing because me and him is hand in hand. Yeah. So I knew I'm coming this Thursday, and it's already Thursday. So you got me for Father's Day.
Father's Day, June.
That's what it is. The whole 9. Yeah. So
I got you, man. Man, I got friends whose father's not here. I'm so glad you're here.
You my best friend, man.
Yeah, man. I'm
You my
telling
best
you.
friend.
I'm telling you.
Man, I love you, man.
Man, come here, man. This is what I'm saying.
I love you, man. I swear I love you, man.
I love you, man. I love you. Hey, I got a father. If you have a father, it's Father's Day. If you have a father, please make sure that you communicate that. I'm big on church on Sundays, just telling people on Father's Day. I make people call them in the middle of the service.
He's done that.
Yeah.
It wasn't last year, but I think it was the year before last. He called me. I said, "Hey," he said, "I got you on speaker. You're in the church, but you're on
Don't say
speaker, so
nothing
don't say
crazy."
nothing. You're on speaker. I got you on speaker. We're in church. Say hi." Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I challenge you to spend this year, and this is for moms too, sisters and aunts.
Yeah, because you got mama's fathers too.
Yeah.
We know about them.
They role, but you could only have one father. You can have many teachers. You can only have one father. If
You
that
only
dude
got one
alive, even if he's not the best, you need to take from our conversation today. Take away from the takeaways. Father's Day edition from Teen Wash, from I Got It From My Daddy. Why don't you focus on the good things you got from your father and not the negative?
Not the negative.
Hey,
Because he still brought you here.
that's right. It's been real. We checking out. Why don't you like, comment, share? Please, we coming back with more potent content that speaks directly to where you are. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all you
Happy Father's
fathers.
Day.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
And happy Father's Day to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.